Hello and welcome to episode number 28 of Supercalifragilistic with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Yeah, as you can see here and here and here. Today we're going to talk about like something that I did wrong myself the last couple of weeks, even though I should have known better. It's don't compare yourself to others. Before we're going to get to that, those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to not miss out any of the amazing and partially confused content that I'm producing, as well as to follow my journey of building $1 million company from scratch, which I'm doing like at the moment. Yeah, it's going slowly, but Rome wasn't built in a day either, so don't judge me. Progress reports every Sunday episode, which may be released on Monday, but they're marked reports, so I'm sure you can find them. Also, warm welcome to everybody who listens to this in form of a podcast. You are the lucky ones. You don't have to see me talking; you just have to listen. But now let's get right to it. I probably have too much Red Bull. So today we talk about don't compare yourself to others. It's a problem that I see while we live in kind of a highlight real time. We turn on the we turn on the TV, we look on Instagram and stuff like that, and we all see these like amazing lives, like this people driving sports cars and living the dream apparently, yeah. And we also want to get there, and it's then like it seems like everybody you look at is an overnight success. But there's like one of my favorite quotes is like, success is like being pregnant or a pregnancy. Once you are pregnant, everybody comes to congratulate you, but nobody knows how often you got fucked to achieve it. Yeah. So and success is pretty much the same. I don't think there is like there's like, I think there is a few overnight successes out there, but for the majority of people, it's really, really hard work that paid off, like staying at it, believing, making mistakes, learning from them, keeping going, never giving up. And like even like having really rough times, like I don't know, living with friends because not having money for an own apartment or stuff like that. So I think that's for most entrepreneurs that really hit success at some point. That's the story how it went, and not like, oh yeah, I had an idea and I did it and then I made millions. Yeah. So anyway, like, so the mistake I made like over the last weeks, there's so many people like in the ClickFunnels community, which is great because it proves that the software works, that the principles that they're teaching works. So it kind of is like a great thing. But obviously there's not only a few, there's a bunch of people who for sure make their 5 digits every month with ClickFunnels, meaning like they make at least $10,000 in commission. And while it's far from being impossible, if you think like, if you like, what is it like, if you get 100 people every month to join the One Funnel Away challenge, you make $10,000 if my maths is not off, yeah. And it means like if you can convince 3 people per day that it's the right thing to do, you make $10,000, 9,900 actually in that case, yeah. If there's 30 days, with 31 days, it's totally different, yeah. And therefore, it's far from impossible. So there are people doing that. And then I look at my own progress. If you follow this journey, you know that like we're doing this like for now, this is episode 28. So we're doing this like the 5th week now. Maybe it's the 6th. Yeah. On ClickFunnels, we know for 7 weeks now. And we already got funnels off the ground, like while we're not making any solid money with them yet. They're like, it's the way it goes. We already improved. Like my first solo ad campaign had like an opt-in rate of 8%. Yeah, even though nobody signed up for the challenge then, but like just 8% even gave me their email address. Tweaking it a little bit and putting another squeeze page in front of the bridge page. Today, another 100 clicks were tested and we had like close to 40% opt-in rate. So at least 40% give me the email, and overall 13%, so not from the 40, but from the full 100%, 13%. Even then, like on the second page, say, yes, take me to the challenge, I want to sign up. They don't sign up now. I don't think it's an issue with my affiliate link because I checked that. But some other reason, maybe because it's still 40 days, I don't know yet, I will figure it out. Yeah, but I used to compare myself to others, and it used to like on some days make me doubt a little, you know, like, why is my advertising not working? Why is this not working? And so on. And today I realized my problem is I compare myself to others. There are some people, I partially look up to them. To some I really look up because of simply they are like already ahead of me. Yeah, like they make money that I want and will make. Yeah. and then it like, oh, how can it be like I know like that shouldn't sound arrogant, but I know from a technical perspective, like the knowledge about like whatever tracking pixels and technical integrations and all that stuff, I'm like light years ahead of them. Yeah, like simply because that's what I'm like good at, and not just like good in like that's my 9 to 5 job. I'm good at it. That's like my passion. I love doing that stuff. Yeah, I'm like, even when it comes to like, I don't know, JavaScript development and stuff like that, it's like something that I'm good at. All that e-commerce stuff is something that I love, not only since I'm at ClickFunnels, but like for like over a decade now. So like there is stuff where I know like, yeah, I wouldn't even have to be awake to know more in that areas than most of those people or these people. But there are other areas like where they are better. Yeah, definitely. Like maybe it's the social interaction, maybe it's the being active on social media to increase the reach. Maybe it's copywriting. That's something I realized today. Like when I was looking the last couple of days for people to help me with advertising, I had a really productive call today with a woman called, I'm really gonna look that up real quick to give her a recommendation. I'm so bad with names, really, really sorry that I forgot it, but today I already, Angie D. Jordan, I had a call regarding Facebook marketing with her, and she's probably the first one that didn't try to sell me something on the call, but provided me with free value, pointed out how much she will charge, yeah, once I decide if I want to use her services, but also pointed out, which really like gave me a boost, and actually she's right, to be honest, I just didn't see it like that, that I already do all the stuff that she would do anyway. Like she just showed me some things I wouldn't consider, like narrowing down my target audiences even further. And then I realized I was looking for people that help me with Facebook and Google ads and all that stuff. I know how all of that works. What I don't know is how to write the copy that converts, like how to write the copy for the sales video that I use on Facebook, or for the video that I use in the YouTube app or stuff like that. So I really like literally spend days now looking for the right people. And even like I had a girl from India who provided me with some valuable information, yeah, but was it worth the $80 that I paid her for it once I decided to not get her on a monthly retainer? Hard to say, we will see, yeah. And I almost hired another guy who wanted $800 to take care of my Google campaign. Shit, if I want to, I can even automate my Google campaigns to adjust the bids based on the weather that it has in your neighborhood, yeah? So what do I need a guy from India or from somewhere else for to do that when I can do it myself, yeah? But what I don't know is how to write that fucking copy, yeah? And I don't know why I didn't get that. I really thought like, oh, I need to figure out how the advertising works. But yeah, of course, like my videos didn't get approved on Facebook. Why? Because the copy, what I'm saying in the video, is not approved by Facebook. Yeah. So having somebody to help me there will solve that problem. Doing the targeting, setting up the retargeting, and even fancier stuff, no problem at all for me. Yes, I need the time for it, but I also know how it's done, so I don't need to spend 10 hours learning it. I sit down and I do it, and yeah, it may take a couple hours to finish everything, yeah, or like to set up a campaign just for people in New York and say like, hey, what's up, fellow New Yorkers? Have you ever wondered about whatever, earning more money, blah, 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 and then doing the same video? I have the equipment for filming if I want to. I'm just like too lazy to use the good stuff for every YouTube video because it's faster doing it like this, yeah. I have the knowledge to cut video. I have the knowledge to fix audio if I want to, which I rarely do. Yeah, like those vlogs are really like, record it, don't even cut the beginning, cut the end, figure out like how to title it and upload it. Not because I don't value you, I really want to really want to provide value for you as well. Yeah, like that's the main purpose of this, to like share what I know, but also to increase my social reach, of course. Yeah, and then if I would spend half an hour editing of each video, it would mean it's like 15 hours per month that I would waste on that. And in the end, if my video looks like a fucking Marvel movie, well, if the content sucks, you're still not gonna watch it, yeah? And if the video looks like it does, like, yeah, what, it's like nothing special, no intro, no outro, no whatever, but the content is convincing, well, then you will watch the next video. Simple as that, yeah? And anyway, so like I really was like, today, I don't know why, but it suddenly made that click. I think mostly with the call with Angie, and I really thank her so much for it, yeah, for simply, honestly, instead of trying to sell me something, pointing out, hey, you're actually on the right track. You're more or less like 3 feet from gold. For those of you who don't know what I'm saying what I mean when I say 3 feet from gold, go and click on my amazing affiliate link in the description below to get Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. Yeah, it's must read. If you ever want to be successful, that's a must read. That must become almost your Bible. Yeah. So, and it really is like, I also see it with one of my mentees. I'm not gonna point him out. He has like the same first name that I have. And he wants, like, he's going through the One Funnel Away challenge at the moment, and he's like kind of focusing on affiliate marketing. And I keep telling him like to focus on his own product, even if he doesn't do it after the challenge, if he doesn't launch it, but he will have like learned how to create his own offer, and then he can still go back and focus on affiliate marketing, because the challenge is not built to show you how to do affiliate marketing. It does that on the way, because setting up a bridge page is quite easy. You need hook, story, offer. I suck at what do I suck at? I suck at copy, which is basically hook and story. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. And he also keeps comparing himself to others. He looks at me and sees like that we had our first like setbacks with the ads. And it's not that we spent thousands of dollars. I bought like 1,000 solo ad clicks and we only used 200 from them. Run 1, 8 or 9% opt-in rate, horrible. Improve, run 2, almost 40% opt-in rate. Like, okay, could be better. Yeah. I'm considering what I'm going to do with the other 800 clicks. I'm probably going to set up a pimped version of the secret affiliate machine, something that I can ethically, like, morally, like, really provide people with, and run the other 800 clicks there, because at least you get trials from it. And if you do the right follow-up, some of them will stick, so it will pay back the $650 I paid for the clicks. And then we did Google ads, which like had a good return. Like, nobody bought, but I can see that we have like a 3% or even more. Today we had 47 views only from the video, but we spent $10 for those 47 views and had like 9 clicks and 1 person who actually at least like gave us the email address and went to the One Funnel Away challenge page, which is like a 2% like conversion rate in terms of like getting to the last step of my bridge page. And yeah, like 15% or something of the people watch the video, the ad that I'm having. But still, with a better copy, that ad will convert better. People will be like, it will hit the right audiences and so on. And obviously there, I need to narrow down the target audience. I just narrowed it down for country buying at the moment, but I think I should also narrow it down. Oh no, I changed it to also narrow it down on computers only. But I will narrow it down further, like to really have a more specific target audience, even for the YouTube ads. And yeah, a Facebook ad. We tried Google ads a little, and there actually we made $100 for, I don't know, we didn't even promote the One Funnel Away challenge, but somehow somebody managed to sign up. Maybe he signed up for 30 days free book, so I don't know. But yeah, with Google ads, we actually got $100, but that's already like a couple of weeks ago. But then for some reason, like maybe other people outbid us. I would need to look into it. The ads didn't show that much anymore, and since there's no consistent results, I decided like we're gonna pull the plug on it for now. Yeah, but sorry for like, going everywhere as usual. The main thing is like, now my mentee looks at us and sees like, oh, that affiliate marketing is so hard. Well, guess what? Like, Rome wasn't built in a day either. Like, okay, yeah, we tried something, we fixed it. We tried something, we fixed it. We tried something, we fixed it. And it's like, with everything we do, we get a bit better. We get a little bit better results and so on. But there's like some try and error involved. And then I think that's what it means to be an entrepreneur, not the try and error part, but the like putting out fires, finding solutions, finding better ways to do it. And especially putting in the work instead of like stopping. And I don't know why people don't understand. It's like, that's a little bit frustrating for me, because my mindset, maybe because of like, some multi-level marketing I did years ago, where like I had like leadership courses and seminars where you're almost brainwashed, but in a good way. You can take a lot away from it. And so my mindset is like, really, I never focus on the problem. I never say that doesn't work. I always say like, okay, there has to be a way to get it done. There needs to be a solution. Yeah, I'm always focusing on a solution, and I cannot relate when people like focus on the problem. That doesn't work. Yeah, well then do something else. Figure out how to do it. Yeah, and so it's like, it's really like, and when you focus yourself on others, when you keep comparing yourself to others. If I were to compare myself to Grant Cardone, yeah, like who just recently posted on Instagram that when with 25 he had like $40,000 debts, and with or 22 or 23, he was almost beaten to death, and he lost his first 5 jobs, and he had a drug addiction and stuff like that. Well, compared to him at 25, I'm a superstar. Like, I didn't have a drug addiction any time in my life. Yeah, I had debts during my life, or at some point in my life, but I don't have them anymore. So I got that done. Yeah. Yes, I never had a job, or like I only had short-term jobs when business was really, really bad and it was the only option. Shit, I even worked as a waiter in between because I needed the money, like not constantly, but like, okay, I'm gonna help out here at this event and I get like my $50 or something because I need those $50. Yeah, it's gonna make a difference. But still, I never had a job to lose, let's say it like that. Yeah. And no, actually one time I had, but the business was really bad and I had like a job for, I think it was 6 months. Yeah. But also IT related, so it was kind of okay. Yeah? But anyway, and there I almost got kicked out. Yeah, but that's another story. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like compared to Grant Cardone with 25, I think of course I'm now 32, so like with 32 he probably was already further than I am today. But if I compare myself with that, it's fine. If I compare myself with Grant Cardone today, having a $1 billion real estate business, having like joint venture things running with Russell Brunson, yeah, having his own fucking private plane, yeah, private jet, it's like, of course there I'm like, oh my God, I'm never gonna make it. It's impossible to get there. It doesn't make sense to do that. It doesn't make sense. And even while I'm never doing that, I'm never comparing myself to like the top of the mountain, to the summit, because there is no point in doing that. You're still on the way. They already walk the walk, yeah. But even comparing yourself to the people who are just like, I don't know, like on the next level, it's not a good idea. It's like, it's dragging you down. It's showing you like, oh, that guy's making $10,000 per month. Why do I only make 1,000? Why do I make 0 at the moment? Well, he put in the work. If I look at one of the super affiliates, like that promotes the One Funnel Away challenge and makes like, or made like roughly 20,000 per month for the last couple of months, like from the things I've seen from him, like posted, yeah, like the proof. And then I look at the content that guy's produced, yeah. He didn't produce it in a day, yeah, or something. Like there's a video series, there's a follow-up coaching and so on. So he provides so much value to people where he spent weeks or maybe months to create it, and now he's getting paid for it, yeah. It's the same thing like what I'm doing, yes. Like I set up a funnel for the One Funnel Away challenge, and then if you watch my video, you will know that I spent one day to create this resource book with additional stuff that helps throughout the challenge and shows people, that tells them exactly when they need to sign up for the ClickFunnels account so they start paying as late as possible, and how they can sign up for $19 per month during the challenge instead of $97 and so on, yeah. And that was also not created, I mean it was created in a day actually, yeah. But then deciding that, okay, giving a PDF away is like stupid because I cannot update it, but making a members area makes it easier to track for me how many people are using it and add new content to it, yeah. And the members area wasn't created in a day. I think it took 1.5, yeah. Like, I mean, doing other things on the side, but still, yeah. And so like it takes some time, and on top of that resource book, now I'm looking at the other offers and I see, okay, I can add in some videos. Obviously the challenge is already full with hours of video, so it only makes sense to have them like on the weekends, like as a week recap and the preparation for the next week. But still I can add those introduction video, and then for 5 videos, for like 1 video for each week, and then a summary video, and like then link to my future offers, like to the follow-up offers that I have, yeah. And I can build upon that. And when I like keep working, if I keep grinding, yeah, like every day, thinking about what can I do to make it a little bit better, automatically it will grow further. It's like when I look on my YouTube channel, so now like YouTube has like a statistics where you watch the last 28 days, yeah, and you know today's episode number 28, which means in the beginning it went from 0 and every day it added new views, yeah, so it was like a growing number. But now it's going tricky because now with every new day, one old day gets removed from the statistics, which means now getting the numbers to grow is a little bit harder, because it means like that the day has to be better than the day was 28 days ago, yeah. And even with that, I'm now at last 28. People watched a total of 40 hours of my videos, yeah. While that may not seem a lot because it's like split up on multiple people, yeah, that found the search results and so on. But it means that basically a whole regular work week was spent among probably, I don't know, a couple hundred people watching just my content. And that's just the result from committing and like being consistent with producing these videos. And while I consider today's video, for example, very valuable, because I really think it's something somebody should have reminded me 2 or 3 days ago to not compare myself to other people, I would have been a little bit further yet. Yeah, maybe this video does exactly that for you today. It reminds you, don't compare yourself to others. Like one of my mentees, he used to be like basically, yeah, he's gonna go like back to school, and in order to pay for school, he's gonna drive taxi at night. And then I told him, like, dude, there's another way. I'm not saying it's an easy way, but there's another way. And before you even get allowed or to go to school, you can already have a point where you make money with that, yeah. And he didn't read before that. He never heard about Robert Kiyosaki, about funnels, about passive income, about liabilities and asset, about The Richest Man of Babylon, about Think and Grow Rich, about whatever. Never heard anything of that, yeah. And now he's like aware of the difference between like the mindset employees have of the world and how everything works, and the mindset a self-employed person has or an entrepreneur has, yeah. He's aware about the difference between a liability and an asset. He's aware about so many money-related things and business-related things. Now, thanks to the One Funnel Away Challenge, he's also aware of like offer creation, hook story offer, and all that stuff. And even if he doesn't create funnels, if he doesn't make money in this area, like over the last, I would say 4 or 5 weeks, he already, if he compares him to himself, like Stephen Larsen requests from you to do during the challenge, yeah, he was like on like an average level, and he's now already here. He already learned so much, and like even if he doesn't make money with the challenge and he stays in his job, if he loves it or not, different question. But he now knows how to like use money, how to make sure that whatever, like put 10% of your income aside, accumulate it a little, and then invest it in something. But don't invest it with idiots, but give it to professionals, of course. Yeah, like, so if, I don't know if you guys know the book The Richest Man in or of Babylon. Yeah, it's like really great. It like probably could teach a teenager how to use money properly. Yeah, and I think everybody should read that before they ever get their first paycheck. It would change the world. Yeah, I'm gonna link it down below. Amazing affiliate link. If you haven't read it, go read it. Yeah, I'm not gonna provide you with a money back guarantee on that, but you're anyway gonna love it. Believe me on that. Yeah, or trust me on that. Yeah, and so like. But if he compares himself to others, like other people who have like more ideas or maybe a bigger background. So like my personal trainer, who hardly speaks or he speaks English, but English is like really, yeah. He is an Afro-American, which probably, at least in some parts of Europe, makes it definitely harder to get an audience. Yeah, not saying that it's impossible. There's enough people who are not racist, but there's also enough who are. Yeah, barely knows how to use his phone. Like I literally had to help him and show him tutorials on how to get to the learning lessons in the Facebook groups. Yeah, and and he works 7 days per week, usually 10 hours per day for $3 per hour. Yeah, and so he also has it not easy. But he's so dedicated and he believes so much. And because he's a personal trainer, he already has his offer cut out for him. He will simply do some fitness and personal training stuff. Yeah. And he also has it easy for like keep publishing content, because he can simply every day in the gym make a short video about how to use a specific machine, how to do a specific exercise, what muscles is it training, with what other exercises should you combine it and stuff like that. So he will like easily have content for a year, while in other areas it's harder. Yeah. So, and what Christian is doing, he looks at the other people who like have this amazing simply have a background they can use easily to create their offer. There's so many fitness coaching offers out there, so while it's easy to create it for Abdul, it's another thing to like get the social proof that people say, yes, I'm gonna buy that dude that I can hardly understand. Yeah. And anyway, yeah, like, so, and I think like people should never like compare themselves to others. Yeah, there's no, I think it's a big issue actually. If I like, yeah, like now that I'm talking about it, I realize it actually is one of the biggest problems within our society, because I grew up in a small village, and that's common. Like your neighbor buys a new car, it's like, oh, we need also a new car, and it needs to be the same one, but a little bit one extra more. Yeah, one like upgrade more. Or the neighbors build a pool. We need the same. We need also a pool, but it should be like 1 meter bigger, or I don't know. Yeah, and oh, the neighbors fly on vacation here. Yeah, or drive on vacation there. We should fly somewhere a little bit further. Yeah. And anyway, it's like, oh, the neighbor's got a new watch. Oh, we also need like, but it should be one a little bit more expensive. It's like everywhere people compare, and it doesn't create happiness. It only creates despair and pressure. Yeah, like there's no point in comparing yourself to others. And regarding that highlight reel mentality, like if you would bother, like take the time, check out my Instagram profile. I know the last couple of days I've been just reposting some interesting posts, and now I'm just getting like getting a little bit more control over my social media postings again. But if you go through my profile, you will see me driving a Ferrari. It was a rental car, but I always wanted to do that. And I got the chance in Prague to drive it for half an hour for 50 euros. So it was like, okay, I didn't have to pay thousands of euros to post for it for a day, but it was like something I wanted to do. And I don't feel bad about doing it, or I don't feel bad about that it was a rental, because I just wanted to do it. You don't always have to go all the way and buy that thing, you know. Sometimes it's like you get like the trial to figure out, do you actually want that? Is it really what you want? Maybe you rent a Ferrari for a couple of hours or for a day, and then you figure out, that car is like, it drives too hard, I feel too much of the road, and then you decide you don't want a Ferrari, you want a Bentley or something. Yeah. So anyway, you see me. I think there's pictures of me skydiving. A lot of pictures at airports and stuff, since I achieved frequent traveler last year. Pictures of me in Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Poland, Hong Kong, Thailand probably, Philippines probably, and so on. So there's pictures of my highlight reel, like drinking champagne in Hong Kong, yeah, like, and I don't know, there should be pictures from Prague, yeah, like the driving the Ferrari, and then like, yeah, stuff like that, yeah. So it's also just a highlight reel. What people then don't see is like, I'm sure as hell gonna do that stuff again, and not the same stuff, but I'm gonna like share like the wins, yeah. Nobody shares the losses. Like nobody's like, okay, I'm gonna like now post on Instagram, look, it's like, today it's actually early, it's only 9:30, and I'm still working, I'm recording a video for YouTube. Or usually, you know, in some of my videos I mentioned it, that it's already 1 a.m. or something, like, yeah. So nobody wants to see that, but nobody considers that that's actually how it works. There's hard work involved, and for everyone, every successful person you see, there was this hard work in the beginning. There were the failures, the mistakes, and so on. But then there was okay, how can I do it differently? What can I learn from this? Yeah. And then there's people who give up after their first mistake. And you should never be the one that gives up just because something didn't work the way you wanted it to work. And you should never compare yourself to others. Look at others for how do they do it, to model it, and take the stuff that works for them and try if it fits into your offer. Yeah. Don't go out there and try to copy somebody one for one, because that's never going to work for you, because you're not the same person. It's also something that it's very tempting for me to go to one of the very successful offers and simply copy everything, you know, like create the same stuff. But it wouldn't work for me, because I'm a different person. I have different talents. I have different value that I can provide to people than those other successful affiliate marketers. And yeah, I think there we leave the topic. We're already at half an hour again. How do I manage to make this video so long? It's horrible. Unless you enjoy them, then obviously it's great for you, yeah, that you got that much value and repetition out of it. Anyway, that said, like, I would like to know, do you also catch yourself from time to time, like, that you compare yourself to others, like to people who are like already way ahead? Like maybe it's like with the people I sometimes compare myself to, or used to compare myself to, that they already make this amount of money, and then I realize, well, they already are in this game, like, I don't know, a month longer, 2 months longer, a year longer, yeah. And then I look at my YouTube numbers or whatever, or Instagram numbers, and I think like, okay, if it continues like that for a year, yeah, I'm probably like at least gonna be on this with the same income, the same level they are right now. Probably if it would grow with the same rate, yeah, like it we will see, yeah. But theoretically, I could even surpass them, so like have in the same time frame a better result. But I cannot just show up and on day one expect the result of somebody who invested already a year. Yeah, not gonna happen. And so comparing myself to somebody who is already a year ahead, doesn't make sense, just drags you down. That said, tell me in your comments, like, do you usually end up comparing yourself to others, or do you never do it? Did this video provide you with value? And yeah, that's actually all I wanted to know for today. And also, like, feel free, it's really hard to always come up with something to talk about. You should notice in some of the videos that I'm like a little bit like, what am I going to talk about? So feel free, if there's anything about, it could be even IT related or stuff like that. I will then probably not make it in a podcast, but in a video version. But whatever questions you have, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or text me on Facebook or whatever, and I'll then make it. It will help me, because I will not have to think about what I can provide you with, and it will help you, because you will not hope that I someday will answer that one question that you really, really want to know. But I will actually talk about the topic, and you will get your answer straight away. So that's it. Thank you for watching, listening to it. Have a great morning, evening, day, lunch, whatever. And as always, hopefully talk to you soon. Like, I'm going to be online. I hope you watch. Yeah. So that's it. Bye-bye.